Papa Squat, coming at you. Hey everybody. So I looked through the remaining songs on that list. There were 97 songs, and I went through most of them. I can't say if it was exactly 90 or 88 or whatever, but I certainly skipped over a handful at the end there. I realized there were only 2 or 3 songs left, and they were all terrible. Probably the same caliber as the song we listened to yesterday or the day before. Day before. God, that was awful. So I just said, screw it. I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to crappy music from 1980. Instead, I'll move on to good music from 1981. And so we're moving out of 1980 and into 81. And the first song we have here, actually, there's a couple that should have come before this. Let me see if I have that. I do. So this is Afrika Bambataa and the Jazzy 5. Afrika Bambataa and the Jazzy 5 / the Cryptic Crew with Jazzy Sensation is the name of the song. So there are a few songs ahead of this. The Treacherous 3, Feel the Heartbeat, which we've already done. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 on the Wheels of Steel, which we've already done, and is a frickin' amazing song, and I'll talk about that briefly. And now this song, which is Afrika Bambataa and the Jazzy 5 / Cryptic Crew with Jazzy Sensation. So what I think is significant here is we're moving from 1980 and a lot of freshman efforts and early attempts at rap music from rap artists who continue to be rap artists and other artists who just were opportunistically jumping in or thought there was something interesting there and didn't stick with it or didn't get the success they wanted or needed and so didn't continue. But anyway, what's significant is the shift in music from 80 to 81 absolutely exists. As I said, a lot of the music in 1980 and earlier was very early, very, freshman effort. Like, first time we're trying this, we're going to, make some music and see how it goes. And now in 81, it seems like a number of artists and producers have figured out some stuff. And obviously it wasn't like, oh, January 1st, 1981, all of a sudden rap music's better. That's not how it works, obviously. But it's clear to me that the people who were creating music at this time had really thought about what had come before and how they wanted to do things differently. And I think what we're going to find is, first off, as is evidenced by Grandmaster Flash and the Wheels of Steel, we're going to see innovation in terms of using the records and turntables as musical instruments. Incredible innovation. Absolutely incredible. And you should go back and listen to my review of Grandmaster Flash, Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel, because it's one of my favorite songs, and it was a song I recognized even at the time, and I talk about it in that video. Fantastic. But Afrika Bambataa, who we have also listened to some music from, man, he had his stuff together. And I know there have been questionable things about him since, but this was when he was a pretty young guy and making music. So why don't we jump into this song? And this is, as I said, Afrika Bambataa, Jazzy Sensation, the Bronx version. And we'll see how this sounds. I liked what I heard. Okay, that straw sound. That. So that's one thing that makes me pay attention right off the bat. The same thing with the car horns. They're introducing all these cool sounds and effects that haven't been used a lot before, and I just think it's fantastic.
All the ladies in the house. The ladies in the house. Come on, let me hear you say ow. Say ow. Come on, the homeboys in the house. The boys in the house. Come on, let me hear you say ho. Say ho. Give it up. Hey, party people, just bust this. We got a little something that you can't resist. You wanna say a little something to the other MCs? If we don't have no quality, we got quality.
See, and even this, with the guys rapping together and kind of the change to the music and the feel of it and the real not super intrusive music once they get into the rapping. This is very much mid 80s sort of sounding music, mid 80s sounding rap, but with a little more music in the background.
And sophistication, and all we need is your cooperation to rock the house with the greatest of these. The best is ID. I'm blessed and Mr. Free. So come on, y'all, let's go to work for Bambataa, Jazzy, and Red Alert. With other beats from the Zulu Nation. Now check us out with our Jazzy sensation. Can you feel it?
Uh-huh.
Can you feel it? Our Jazzy sensation. Now I'm the master ice and I'm twice as nice. I am the dedicated prince of the disco slides. As you can see, I'm opening it up at the Rubio rock of the microphone.
Great flow and rap. More Zodiac stuff. I'm a Leo.
About 100 proof, and for all of y'all who like to duplicate, I had to return to set this first straight. Ha 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 ha. Fuck it up, fuck it up, get down, y'all. To the funky sound. Come on, everybody, and start to clap because we are the kings of the body rock rap. So everybody, come check out the vibe. Jet the vibe, we're the best alive. And when we rock, we can't be stopped. And all your other MCs take off. Our names are at the top of the list, so we're the best MCs that can ever exist. So let's party till you can't no more. And if you can't, just walk out the door. And if you could, you deserve a crew. And like the five MCs from South, we're the ones divided, be united. Here we go, we go by the names out in the Hall of Fame, no other guy.
So, the music in the last couple of days compared to this is, I mean, it's remarkable how tight this is, how well produced this is, how well put together it is. They're on the beat, they're coordinated, synchronized, whatever you want to say. It's just, they're great. They know how to rap. They've written words that fit into the music as opposed to fighting the music. Yeah, I mean, there's no surprise why this is the number 3 song on this list for 1981.
I think could ever play the game of the science, though to be the highest, that's we're at the top, and we can't be stopped. We're the sweetest, the neatest, the latest, the greatest, the best MCs to ever rock. And we go by the name of the Jazzy 5 MCs. The rock in the house, the rock in the house for the young ladies. So watch out, you don't stop. Have that body rock. Now I'm the master ice, and I own up the go. I'm known to be the superstar of the disco. I'm 5 feet 8 with sweet brown eyes, guaranteed to make this party come alive. Hip hopper and the MC tower, but everybody knows me as the latest girl rocker. MC Master D, and I'm the singer of the crew. So tell me, young ladies, what you want to do? And I'm the Master D, as you will see. I hold the key to the door of society. But if you listen up close, you will agree. Baby doll, he's the best of the century. And I'm AJ Lex, Century Quest, a presidential rapper with the line of finesse. Cause you could call me AJ, but they call me the mic rocker. The woman possessor. And everybody calls me Chucky Chuck.
That may not have been the best rap ever. Chuck a luck a luck a luck. Chucky Chuck Chuck a luck a luck a luck a luck a luck. See, another nice change to get you interested again.
Shake your body to the right, go down to the floor. Now you're looking out of sight. Then you come back up and look your partner in the eyes. You find yourself heading for a big surprise because it splits your pants and when you went real low, and that's why we call it the gigolo. Gigolo, gigolo, gigolo. Sylvia, come on, so come on. I say clap your hands to do the gigolo. Gigolo, clap your hands to do the gigolo. Gigolo. Listen, party people all across the nation. All we want from you is your cooperation. If you're getting down with no limit.
Sensation. Nice.
By advertising on YouTube,
Oh,
I catch the eye
how
of my
obnoxious. Come on. I should have known if it was going to last this long.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Jazzy sensation.
Not quite on the note.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Jazzy sensation.
Sensation.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Jazzy sensation. Say Jazzy, Jazzy, Jazzy sensation, Jazzy sensation. Is this the Jazzy? It's the Jazzy, Jazzy sensation, Jazzy sensation. Oh yeah, Chef, come on, come on. Lead left, lead right, lead front. You gotta lead back. Come on. You gotta ride there.
Nice.
That's it. Ain't it funky now? That's it. Ain't it funky now?
So let's just take a look at that. So they were rapping, and then they changed so that they were a couple of people building to something, right? So let's see if I went too soon. So here, this is kind of the start of it. So they're talking back and forth, and they're building. A little louder, more energy, more people. Nice yelling, everybody's having fun. And then bring it back to nothing. Great. Just cut it all back.
Everybody in the place, come on, and move your left leg. Come on, everybody throw your right hand in the air. Cool and out, cool. Come on, and then lean left, and then lean right, and then lean front, and then lean back. Come on. You gotta ride it, baby. Ain't it funky, ain't it funky now?
Just doing what he says.
Ain't it funky now? Ain't it funky now? Come on. Say clap.
About a quarter of the song left to go.
Clap your hands to the beat, y'all. That beat, y'all. That beat that'll make you feel sweet, y'all. Cardinal Hayes, rockin' on.
Nice.
Steven C, rockin' on. Steven C, rockin' on. Aquinas High School, rockin' on. And Monroe, rockin' on. I know my time is rockin' on. Grace Dodge just rockin' on. Brooklyn Tech keep rockin' on. And Easy Dodge keep rockin' on. I'm Murray Bertram, rockin' on. And Fashion just rockin' on. Aquinas rockin' on. Cardinal Hayes, rockin' on. Flushing High, rockin' on. Until the break of dawn. We're in our schools. That's cause you don't go. What you talking about, man? Manhattan college coolin' out, coolin' out. You gotta funk it up. Come on, get down, stop messing around. You gotta funk it up.
Also a good hook. Funk it up.
Funk it up. Come on, ain't it funky now? Funk it up. Come on. Ain't it?
Nice bass.
Ain't it funky? That beat, y'all. That beat beats the beat, y'all. Say James Brown. Say James Brown. Yo, Chet Betty Bone coolin' up and to Mr. Magic. Rock Shock can turn them up. Chet Betty Bone coolin' up.
I like this guy.
Magic. Rock Shock can turn them up. Mr. Magic, I jump on it. If you want it. Chet Betty Bone coolin' rock sock and turn them other. I say nobody gets more music. Nobody gets more music. I say nobody gets more music.
No, now go back to the beginning. Very nice. Yeah, it's not a song that I want to own, but absolutely better than a lot of the songs we listened to on that previous list. And we listened to some great music on there. This was very, very good. So well produced, so well put together. There's good energy to it, good rapping, good flow, good everything. I mean, good everything. They did everything right. It's too long. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Well, I think I understand why so many rap songs are long because, for one thing, it was a completely new type of music. They were making it up as they go, and it was a response to the sorts of music they were already hearing, which was very melodic and it didn't concentrate on the beat, obviously. Like, it wasn't the main thrust of what most music was concerned about until rap came along. Rap concentrated so much on the beat, and I think they just liked to let the song go because then they could do more with it and it would be longer and they could get people more excited because it was definitely like a party music. But then when you're going to record a song, you want to make it shorter and you want to tighten it and you want to make it so that all the energy that you would get in a show or when you have the person there performing in front of you, that's what you're trying to get into a short song. You're like the best parts of the song. And for good or ill, a lot of rap music is really long because they wanted it to be that way. It was a response. It was like it was the opposite of what they were hearing on the radio from all the regular radio stations that weren't playing this new type of music. So, but I think if they had, as a collective, which would never happen, like Herding Cats, if all the rap artists in the early 80s had said, hey, let's make like 2 to 4 minute songs instead of 5 to 12 minute songs, I think it would have caught on much, much faster. And not because it's shorter, it's because it would have gotten the point across in a much punchier sort of way that I think people would have responded to really quickly. And once you start dragging a song out and making it long and it's different, like something people haven't heard before, it's too much. That it's too much for them to handle in a single listen. I'm talking and talking. This was a good song. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you haven't already, I encourage you to do so. Not that I'm particularly concerned about getting into more people's feeds or making any money on this, because I don't make any money on this. I just do it for the heck of it. Anyway, Pop Squad, checking out. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Have a good day.